Why did I clap? Welcome back to Spookier Celluloid. Yes, I am back with another review of a 1970s TV movie. Yes, I think this is the first TV movie I've covered for both of my channel, which I guess makes sense because the type of movies I cover on my regular channel usually don't make it to TV because they might be slightly too graphic. Anyways, I'm talking about Ants! Exclamation point, aka it happened at Lakewood Manor. So yeah, this is a 70s TV movie that I bought during, I bought actually this during Boxing Day, but it wasn't on sale, so there's nothing really cool. Kino Lorber put it out, so that's the black spine. That's not really exciting, but I've kind of come to appreciate Kino's cleanness. Yeah, so yeah. What can you say about Ants? Well, I'm a big fan of the subgenre of nature attacks, more specifically bug horror, the nests, slugs, of course, from the director of Pieces, and squirms are among my favorites. So I was pretty excited to get into this one, and you quickly realize that it's a TV movie, which is not a bad thing when you're talking about 70s a TV movie, because like it's shot on film and there's a lot of effort put into this. There's even a 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio version that you can watch, so you don't have to watch it in the square full screen mode. So what did I think about it? Well, this is a pretty average for your bug horror film, and that's not really a bad thing. Yes, it's formulaic, it's very predictable, but you know, there's some highlights. It's still a fun film. So it's basically, there's a guy, a businessman, that wants to buy this old-ass hotel and turn it into a casino, but of course he doesn't say that, and he attempts to buy it from the old lady that owns the said hotel, and her daughters, played by Susan, Linda Day George, another connection to Pieces. You know, she tries to convince her mother to sell it and to retire because the old lady, you know, she keeps herself busy, and during that time they do some construction outside of the hotel, and you have Mike, which is like the head of the construction team, and his team, well, there's a guy that gets stuck in a hole. Not a stepbrother, but just he gets stuck in a hole. He basically gets attacked by the ants, and then another guy tries to go help him out, but then the giant construction truck something, I'm bad with names of labor things because I don't work with my hands. Anyways, they back up some dirt and the two guys die in that hole. This, of course, causes an investigation from the Bureau of Health and blah blah blah, and then they quickly realize that there is some mutant ants that are eating people. So for a TV film, this has some pretty big balls, because there's a scene where a kid dies. You don't see everything, but you know, you see the kid get eaten by ants and him trying to escape, and then later during the film you discover that he's dead. The kid died. No more kid. I don't know. The ants are pretty, like, it's so, like, it's environmental, I guess, because the ants are the mutation that makes the ants attack people is due to poison, you know, the new poison, and one of the characters is like, oh, back in my days with arsenic, this wouldn't happen, or some shit like that, and I'm like, okay, it tries to give this environmental friendly message, but then their solution is we should just go back to arsenic. I guess this was made in the same time that what was that pesticide? That pesticide in the 70s, Roundup, was created, and it kind of became a natural disaster. And fun fact, my grandpa, who was a farmer, and my great uncle, who were both farmers, they still had a shit ton of Roundup that they couldn't do anything with. They still used it back in the days. So most farmers did at that time. But yeah, what can you say? It's your very typical monster, bug horror type. Clearly inspired by Jaws. You know, you have the businessman that wants to buy, and he's ready to do anything. He has a plan, you know, he tells the old lady that owns the hotel that he'll keep it that way, you know, it's a classic, it should stay for, it was here for a century and it'll stay for another century the same way, blah blah blah. But then, you know, you hear once he's having sex with his female partner, that, you know, he only has plans to destroy the hotel and build a casino because gambling is gonna become legal. Yeah, I mean, it's a TV movie, you know, the acting's not bad. I mean, our two main lady characters, Linda Day George and Susan Summers, they look the goddamn same. I was confused at the beginning, because look at them. They're both like 70s blondes with blue eyes. Like, they look the same. I got super confused at first, because they pulled up to the hotel, the businessman and I guess Susan Summers, or maybe Linda Day George, I guess that they look the same. They pull up to the hotel and they're like, oh, why don't we sleep here? And then the next sequence is the daughter of the owner of the hotel who talks, and she's like, oh, my mother is not ready to talk to you, sir. And I'm like, how did you not know it was the mother's hotel? And like, if you're gonna... Anyways, I got really confused because holy shit, they look the same. But then later in the film, I kind of, you know, realized that no, they're not the same characters. There's really nothing else to say. I did enjoy it. It's just, you know, what can you say? It's you know exactly where it's going. It's a Jaws ripoff and it's a TV movie, so there's not really sleaze. There was like the poster, like, makes it look like it's gonna be sleazy, but like there's only like barely there's like some suggested nudity, and that's it. When the partner of the guy who wants to buy the hotel gets eaten by the ants, and of course, like, the police chief and everything, it's all stereotypical. The firefighter chief talks like a firefighter chief from a movie from the 70s. Yeah, so if you enjoy bug horror, if you enjoy pretty much Jaws ripoffs, this is a Jaws ripoff but with ants. I'd give it a watch. Honestly, I'll probably give it a rewatch in the future. It's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing incredible, but I watched it this morning and it's like a great morning viewing. You know, you put that on, you're half awake, you know, with your little coffee, in my case a Monster Energy, and you just watch a movie and you enjoy it for what it is. Give this one a 6.52 out of 10. People probably are frustrated with my ratings. What does that mean? Nothing. My ratings don't mean nothing, like most ratings. And shout out to my boy Urshel. He gave me this for my birthday. Thank you. I'm wearing it often. It's full of cat hair. See you guys later.